All right, what's up, everybody? Day 2 of the Christmas giveaways. Again, live. It's not showing me if anybody's on. Oh, Becca, what's happening? How are you? Hope all is well. Hope you're doing good. Drago, what's up, brother? How are you? Guys, yesterday I announced the first day of the 12 Days of Christmas giveaways. What's up, everyone? How are you? I think I'm going to do things a little bit differently this year. Last year and the years previous, I would announce a giveaway. The next day, I would give that item away and then announce the next giveaway. And well, let's see here. What's up, everyone? How you doing? Happy Saturday to all of you. So anyways, going back to the giveaways, I think I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently because in the years past when I did it that way, it got a little bit confusing. I would have announced the winner, the people would email me, but they would get really mixed up between the days. So I think what I'm going to do this year is announce each giveaway every day, and then then the last day I'll do a big announcement of all the winners of each day, so that everything's nice and clean. Emails can come in that way, and I can get them out all at one time. So hopefully that works for all of you guys. So let's see here. It's okay to tell everyone I won. Oh, cool. We got someone in from Australia. Very good. How do you get into the giveaway? So it's very simple. Just follow me on YouTube and then comment on the videos each time. For an additional, so like, comment, and share. I'm trying to get to 250,000 subscribers, and I'm currently, I guess it's 3,000 away. So this time of year averages like 1,500 new subscribers per month. So it's going to be a hard ask, considering we have like 2.5 weeks or so left of the year, but it'd be cool to try and get there. Let's see here. I just got a question there. Any news on your polish? Yeah, I'm still testing. I have one that I really like, but I'm trying to decide if I want to just release one, or which is kind of an all-in-one compound that diminishes down to a polish, or if I want to release more. I kind of want to offer a solution that has protection in it as well. So I'm working on that to try and see what I want to do. Jay Jasmine, Josh bro, I've been watching you for years. You've grown so much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, everyone, thank you so much for all the support over the years. Really quickly, I'm going to do a recap of the day 1 giveaway, which is right here. So it's the full rinseless kit. So what you get is the bucket with the grit guard down the bottom, or dirt catcher. It's not an actual grit guard. A gamma seal lid, so you can actually screw this thing down. It has the seal on it, so it keeps everything nice and locked in. And then you're gonna go get 32 ounces of Quiver Indo rinseless wash. Just did a video on that this morning. So you get 32 ounces there. You get a dilution cap that you can attach to that, so you can measure out your dilutions properly, and then also a Detail Co. Nemesis rinseless sponge. So again, that's day 1. If you haven't entered for that one, go watch the video that I did on it this morning, and then also go over to my Instagram page. I did a post on it there. Like and comment there. And then also on my TikTok, I just started one. I'm trying to grow that more. So if you guys want, you can comment there, and it'll just increase your chances to win. Each one of those comments on each platform will be an entry into winning. So everyone, if you're just getting here, I'm announcing that I'm going to be announcing each giveaway every day. And then on the last day, I'll do a full announcement of the winners of each day all the way across. Just going to simplify things for me, as opposed to doing it once a day and getting all confused with all the different emails. So with that said, let's go ahead and announce day 2's giveaway. And that is going to be the new version of Max Shine's 15 millimeter polisher. And this is their MB15 Pro. So this is the new brushless variant. So this will be the day 2 giveaway. So again, guys, what I'm going to do is after this, comment on this video for the day 2 giveaway. I'll select I'll gather all the comments here. Those will all be an entry. Then go over to my Instagram. Later on today, I'll have a post with this. You can comment on that one as well. And then over on the TikTok, same thing for that giveaway for this item here. So that's all there is to it, guys. Really, it's simple and easy to try and give stuff away. It's the Christmas season. I try and give away as much as possible. I really appreciate all of you. I'm actually going to be going live in about an hour and 20 minutes. I'm going to be on the Curmudgeon's Corner podcast with Aaron from Phoenix EOD. So I'm super excited for that. So if you guys are around, go check that out as well. Drago. Josh has the shoulders of a solid 4x4. That's one of those. I remember I had a paper route when I was in like 3rd grade, and we had to carry like everything on our shoulders, right? You had these bags, you fill up the front and the back. I think that, and then also surfing. I've always been broad-shouldered. So let's see here. All-in-one polish would be awesome. Yeah. So again, I think an all-in-one with protection. I want to have that in the lineup as well, because I do use that a lot in my business. It's a real money maker, right? You're getting a polish. It's something like, you know, there's certain products like 3D Speed, Rupa's Uno Protect. Some of those will have fillers in them, and I'm okay with that. Like, I think that's a good way to operate a business. You're giving a ton of value, right? Because you can do a single pass. It's going to come out looking fantastic with the polishing and the fillers in it, and then it's also giving protection. 3 to 6 months of protection or so. So I'm super excited for that. Let's see here. Yeah, for sure, everyone. So it says Aaron runs a great program during this time to pay it forward. Totally agree. So I'm excited to get on there and talk to him about that. Do we need to comment on each page to enter? No, technically no. But each comment that you do will be a separate entry. So if you just comment on the YouTube channel, that's 1 entry. If you comment on all 3, that'll be 3 different entries for you. So it'll be a better chance to win. Let's see here. Alan Ring, enjoyed your story the other day, especially the water setup. Thank you so much, man. That water system, I'm really proud of it. It's super, super nice. Icon Water here in Southern California set that whole thing up. He did insane. They were such a pleasure to work with throughout the whole process. It's not a cheap system, but the recovery, the amount of water that we're able to produce per day, it's incredible. I'm super excited for that. Drago, wanting to promote your soap more on TikTok. Will I be able to link it through the TikTok shop? I think so. So again, I'm partnering up with the House of Rags for distribution on that. I don't have a TikTok for the store specifically, but I'm trying to talk to them about setting that up. So hopefully, yeah, because you are the legend on shorts, man. I love watching your stuff. It's like inspiring on the short side of things. It's really, really good. So. Oh, cool. CEO detailing. I've been in contact with Spencer about RO Water. Awesome guy to work with. Yeah, he's really, really cool. He's been in the business forever. Well, his dad started the business. I think it's 40 years or something like that. Really great guy. And he's one of those guys. He loves detailing. He takes care of all of his own cars, but he is super passionate about the spot free water. He's only the best stuff with him. So really, really nice. Someone says, I've been running a DI tank on your tip years ago. Best thing ever. Awesome. I don't know where you're out of. What I used to operate here was a company called, oh man, what's it called? I'm blanking on the name, but they do like Southern California. I think they go into Vegas and some other spots, and they give you these giant tanks of DI resins, and they're great. It has a little light on top. As soon as it turns from green to red, you know you're not getting 0 parts per million anymore. You call them up, they come out and swap it out. It's a great service. Let's see here. Drago, yeah, no worries, dude. We'll work on that together. If you can email the boys over at Thor too, I think that'll help kind of motivate it all along. So Flex corded polisher reviews. Yeah, I'm super excited. I have one right here next to me. This is the rotary variant, right? But I'm super excited for this thing. It's really, really, really excited for that. That one was kind of interesting to me, how they kind of went backwards a little, not backwards, but just kind of a sidestep, because the SEMA the previous year, they had released their 24 volt battery powered options in the gray color. And then now they came out with the corded variants as well. So let's see here. CEO, do you have shampoo that smells like coconut? Kind of. Rogue is, I guess it smells like, yeah, pretty much pina colada Slurpee. So that would be your closest thing to the coconut. So let's see here. Yeah, Becca, thank you for following up with that. As far as the pressure washer goes, end of Q1 2026 is the goal. I actually have it mounted at the front of my shop. It's dark over here. My shop's a mess right now because I've just gotten, like, I mean, look at this, boxes upon boxes of stuff. But I'll go ahead and show you guys what I mean about, because I've been using it and testing it and all that good stuff. But I mentioned how the unit is naked and like, look at this. This is nuts. So I have it mounted up here. And as you can see, wires hanging out of the thing. The fan in the back is completely exposed. But I want to, you know, I've been running it nonstop for my purposes, just to make sure I don't have any issues with that. I want to make sure that thing is pretty much all dialed in and bulletproof. But all that stuff is done. The tooling is in progress now, so I'm excited for that. Rick the editor, hey bro, just got an Ava Go. Thanks for the review. It's great just to say thanks. Yeah, absolutely. Those are fantastic machines. Their warranty is insane as well. And then just super nice people behind it. I'm sure you saw that in the interview. They're really great people. Quiver foam cannon is a game changer. Yeah, I love that thing. I love your soap, great foam and cannon. Thank you so much. I agree. That's, again, like the video I did this morning was on the rinseless. And I love, Indo is an incredible, it's a super slick. When you take your sponge and go across, it's so slick, it's really nice. But I gotta say, my preferred method is still foam cannon, pressure washer, all that kind of good stuff. So Drago Rogue is my favorite soap right now. It's slick, thick, and 1 ounce goes so far. I've had a gallon for around 5 months, using it almost every day. Awesome, man. Thank you so much for that feedback. That's awesome to hear. Depending on your setup, you can try, go to half an ounce and might even be able to stretch it even more. Even at half an ounce, in most cases, it foams like crazy. So let's see here. Just someone, the Rodriguez man just got the SPTA foam cannon. I don't think I've ever reviewed that one. I don't think. I'll have to look into that one and check that out as well. Let's see. Mr. SF, dude, my Active 2.0 recently died after 3 years, got the Active 2.3, massive difference. Yeah, the 2.3 is a great machine. It puts out a ton of flow. Mine is going to be really similar in that. So the Active 2.3 is an induction motor and an axial pump. That's going to be the same kind of production as mine. Mine is going to be, I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head of what the 2.3 was getting. But mine's coming in at 1,000 PSI, 2.1 gallons per minute. The only thing that I had any sort of negative thing to say with the Active was that it was loud. But I've come to find out that when you're pushing that much flow through the machine, depending on how you're setting that up, it's kind of reasonable actually. But I'm working on getting mine nice and quiet. So let's see here. CEO detailing again. Hey Josh, I'm getting a paint thickness gauge for Christmas. Do you use them often? And if so, what should the paint gauge read if the paint is good or bad? So that kind of varies between, make sure to calibrate it first. I use it more so just to check consistency across the paint. I can't remember, Ivan LaCroix, my good friend Ivan, we talked about that before. He has a number where I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. But basically he says, like, if it's reading this, don't polish it, right? It's past its point. So just keep an eye on that. Do a Google search or something like that for his comment on that. Let's see here. Detail-oriented Bobby, just awesome. Awesome job, brother. I personally want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Same to you. Your products are selling awesome on the site. We get lots of positive feedback from all the time. That is awesome. Super happy to hear that. Would have gotten your Quiver foam can, but needed one SAP. Mine is inside a cabinet, so not too bad on noise. Yeah, that's a great point. If you have the unit, and even then, like running a mobile setup or whatever else, especially if you're running a generator to run that pressure washer, the 2.3, no issue at all, right? Because you already have noise. The only thing, like for me, is like if you're in a neighborhood where your neighbors are close, it's honestly it's not that loud. It's just louder than others. That get that kind of performance. That's it. But it's a phenomenal machine. I feel really Active is like, they're the ones that really kind of started this whole thing of bringing out the value in a high flow pressure washer. So nothing but great things to say about them. I actually just got They shipped it to me, but they're 75-foot and a 100-foot variant of their hose. So I'm excited to check those things out because their hose was great. It was a 5/16 size. I think that's the same size for the 75 and 100 footers. But yeah, great stuff. Drago, yeah, so the teal hose is coming very, very soon. Like I said, the Quiverflex hose is produced in, not Minnesota, is it Minnesota, Pennsylvania? I don't know, somewhere that way. It is produced in the States. The Quick Connects they still get from overseas, and they don't always have them in stock. So those are they were supposed to have arrived already. They're not quite here yet, but they are coming. They should be coming here soon. So I think they said they're supposed to land this week. So hopefully those will be done. We'll have the 1/4 inch black hose again, and then the teal 5/16 as well in that run. So Brian Baker, thank you so much for that, man. I really appreciate it. I truly appreciate you keeping your products affordable. I love testing your products. Hot Coat is incredible. And the fact the last 6+ months on the Oregon coast is awesome. Thank you again. That's awesome, man. I'm super happy to hear you're getting that kind of longevity out of it. Again, that product is so easy to use that like, it's hard for me to judge how long it gets because I'm constantly reapplying because it's so easy to use. I'm just using it as my quick detailer. So, but yeah, it's a fantastic product. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Medium abundant. I have a Craftsman battery powered power washer. Came with a 25-foot hose. I want to put a 50 on it while I lose pressure. I don't know off the top of my head on that. Drago, you didn't have to do that, but nobody out donates me. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all of you very, very much. So back to the Craftsman battery powered pressure washer. I haven't tested that one, so I don't know for sure, but usually, unless it's like a crazy high PSI, crazy GPM, from a 25 to 50, you're not gonna notice. And if you were to just run it wide open for an hour, you might see a difference in performance of the PSI and GPM numbers, but for short use, I don't think you're gonna have any issue. Will you make a teal steel braided hose for my 2.3? I don't have any plans on, there's nothing in the production stage as of yet. One of the things that's really cool working with ProPulse, so the makers of, they own Uberflex and all that, that's who makes the hose construction, is they're super easy to work with, and their hose construction, we can send them samples of whatever color that I want. So I just sent them a piece of the foam cannon, and they're able to scope that down and match it perfectly. So it's an easy process to do. With the other ones, I don't know. I'm sure it's something we can do, but I haven't looked into it too deeply. For a steel braided hose, the Atom Superflex is really nice. Yep, totally agree. Fantastic hose, and a good value as well. So, oh my gosh! All right, guys, no more. I don't. Detail oriented Bobby, thank you very much, man. I really appreciate you guys, but really, you don't need to donate on here. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's super nice of all you guys. Let's see here. Watched your video last night about the Vivor DI systems. I run about 230 parts per million and just truly want to make one purchase only. I know I'll have to get the resin, but wash my vehicle maybe 2 to 3 times a month. Yeah, so the Vivor ones, they had 2 of them, right? They had the single black one that you just fill in like loose resin into. And then they had the 2 blue style filters similar to a CR, like it looks exactly like a CR Spotless. That one I had issues with the filters that it came with. I had to replace it. Basically there's a little piece on top that let water blow by. I'm getting 350 parts per million of water out of my tap, and it wasn't getting all of it out. Here, let's see here. How long would it last you? 230 parts per million. There's actually, maybe throw that into Chat GPT. Say how many, let's see here. All you need to know is how many cubic feet of resin that you have, calculated by how many parts per million you have. So CR Spotless used to have that calculator on their website. I don't think that they do anymore. But if you throw that into Chat GPT, that'll probably give you an answer. Just say like, with 0.5 cubic feet of DI mixed bed resin, how many gallons can I expect if the water going into it is 230 parts per million? It should give you an answer. Let's see here. Any experience on recommendations on handheld trim removal tools? The cheap flat plastic ones aren't doing it for my Gen 1 Raptor. I don't have any suggestions. Honestly, I use the Harbor Freight ones, usually the ones with the angle to them. have a little bit more power to them, but that's all I've ever gone with. So let's see here. Don't know about the Vivor, but on the on the go is a little more upfront, but the resin is very high quality. On the go has on their website. Yeah, so the black Vivor DI system is very similar to the on the go systems. Those are fantastic. They're made locally. It's a family run business, really nice people. So again, that's a great option to go with too. It's just the upfront cost is more, but it is a quality item. One thing to note though is if you're buying resins for your DI tanks, either loose or in the filter, the pre-made filters, CR Spotless is a great way to go for that, because they're actually here in San Diego as well, and they have a whole facility where they reactivate the resins. Basically, like, how does this work? So it's a chemical injection basically to reactivate the resins. A lot of people will sell reused resins, but they don't inject as much as they could, so that resin won't last nearly as long. CR Spotless does a phenomenal job, reactivating the resins and making it last. So I would recommend going to CR Spotless for the resins. On the go, I think they sell either brand new or recharged. I can't remember off the top of my head, but either of those two companies are fantastic. Let's see here. On the go is what I've been using for a couple years. It's been amazing. Yeah, the only downside, I guess, is changing out the resins. When they're in the blue cartridge style, it's super easy to swap them out. However, once you have the tools to do it and you do it once or twice, changing out the resins isn't a big deal. So I will state, so the on the go ones, I've had the mixed bed resins, and then I also went with a cation anion tank. So you have both of them. It runs through one, then goes to the other, and you actually get more yield from that. However, and this is a huge however, it smells like fish as it comes out. It's completely spot free. All that's good to go. But yeah, it creates an odor when it's runs through the cation and anion separately versus a mixed bed system. So very, very important to keep that in mind. I know my home water system uses salt to recharge the resin. Any way to? I don't think so. I don't think so. So the system, I did a video when they launched the CR Spotless Pro. That's the RO2 DI system. And we show their whole plant on how they recharge the resins. It's much more complicated than just salt. So go check out that video though. It's a pretty cool video. I was able to speak with the owner, Chuck, and yeah, great guy. He's a veteran, super nice guy. Really quickly, guys, just to re-announce, I'm gonna have to take off here because I got an hour till the podcast with Phoenix EOD, Aaron from Phoenix EOD for his Curmudgeon's Corner. But just to reiterate, the way I'm doing the giveaways, like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. Then for another entry to win, go over to my Instagram, comment on the post for today's giveaway, and then also on my TikTok for a third entry into it. But day one's giveaway was the rinseless wash kit. You get the bucket with the dirt trap, the Gamma Seal lid, the 32 ounces of Quiver Indo, and the Detail Co. rinseless sponge. Today's giveaway is the new Max Shine MB. I kept saying M15, but this is the MB15 Pro. This is the new brushless corded polisher. So no more having to deal with brushes or anything like that. 15 millimeter throw, fantastic unit here. So that'll be today's giveaway. Just comment down below. Like I said, go over to the other ones. And good luck to all of you. I will be back tomorrow with another live announcing day 3's giveaway. So with that said, guys, I'm going to take off so I can get ready for the podcast. I hope all of you have a great rest of your Saturday. And thanks so much to everyone. I really, really appreciate all the support. We'll see you guys tomorrow.